Welcome back to SolidVerbal.com, everyone. It is a Friday morning, and as we promised in the podcast, Dan and I will reveal today our locks of the week.
Lock of the week.
And our trap game of the week.
It's a trap! It's a trap!
Dan, why don't you start off your lock of the week? What are you absolutely sure of headed into this first weekend of college football?
I'm sure of nothing. So I'm just gonna take a stab, and I'm gonna go. Illinois is gonna beat Missouri finally in St. Louis. Missouri's favored. They should be favored. They've won the last 73 years in this matchup. But Illinois, new offense, new quarterback. The defense is beat up. Obviously, they don't have the Black Cat, Terry Hawthorne. But there's still a lot of offensive firepower. Michaela Shore at running back. New quarterback Nathan Shieldhouse. Why not? Weird things happened the first weekend. Give me the Illini.
All right. Well, my lock of the week is Wisconsin -3 touchdowns at UNLV. This game, actually, I got it right. You remember last week when we did our video spot, I said that Boise incorrectly played Oregon State in Corvallis? I'm going to try and make amends here and just say that this game is in Las Vegas. It doesn't matter. Wisconsin brings back 10 starters on offense. Wisconsin's won 9 straight non-conference away games by an average of 14 points per game. New coach, new scheme in UNLV. I think a guaranteed losing season this year. I like Wisconsin a lot. Lock it up, Wisconsin minus the points in Las Vegas against UNLV.
Really going out on a limb there,
I am.
Ty.
What can I say?
Not too much. So let's just move on to the trap game of the week. Obviously, it's still the first week of the season, but there are a number of teams that'll be looking ahead to the second week of the season. Who will be doing that to you, Ty?
Well, I had this game circled on my calendar last season when we talked about it on the Solid Verbal. SMU traveling to Lubbock, Texas. Texas Tech, a 12.5-point favorite in this game. But look, this is an old Southwestern Conference rivalry. As I said, I've been looking at this for a while. A lot of starters back for SMU. A surprise 8-win season last year. I think that total is going to go up in 2010. Let's not forget June Jones, a very solid coach. I think he's going to turn the tide this year. SMU is due. They are due, Dan. They have lost 13 straight to Texas Tech. And those weren't just losses. They were blowouts. They are due. Texas Tech, a new system, a new coach. I can see him having some trouble here. Give me SMU. Maybe not to win this game outright, but certainly to cover a 12.5-point spread.
Fear the Mustangs!
Fear the Mustangs.
All right, I'm going to go with the UCLA Bruins. Obviously a team that is still on the rise. I'm told they're still on the rise. They're traveling to Manhattan, Kansas to play the Wildcats of Kansas State. On September 11th, they do host Stanford, who is certainly going to be competing for a Pac-10 title. I think they're going to be looking ahead. It's still a new offense. I know Norm Chow. A lot of people love Norm Chow. It's a new pistol offense. Things are still shaky. The offensive line could not be shakier, speaking of things that are shaky. So give me the Wildcats. Give me Daniel Thomas. Bill Snyder, he wins. Say what you will. He wins. Maybe getting his fan base a little too excited. That's the theme of the week. But I think UCLA is looking ahead a little too much. They're going to get their crap together, so to speak, in the middle of the season. But give me Kansas State over UCLA as UCLA looks to the Cardinal in week 2.
And we know Bill Snyder doesn't like playing those non-conference games, but he could have a chance to prove it here in very early on in the season that you can win early against decent non-conference opponents. We will see what happens. In the meantime, buy your Solid Verbal shirts. I'm wearing mine right now. They fit great. They're great for any formal or informal occasion. SolidVerbal.com if you are interested. Dan Rubenstein, going to be a big week. First week of the season.
Putting the head through the wall. We just dropped some knowledge bombs. I have nothing left to say. We're going to see you next week.
Take care.